Lens for the state.
All right, for the state. And are you Mr. Pardo? All right, you entered a plea on October 17th. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years, and the state is silent on your recommendation for probation. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report, state? Defense? Have both parties reviewed the TAP evaluation?
Yes, we have.
Any objections to the TAP evaluation, state? Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Any witnesses?
No.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. He has been able to gain gainful employment. He starts Friday, and it's the back caver foods. Over on Goldfield Road. He has never been on probation before for a felony.
I'm sorry, what?
He's never been on probation before. According to the.
No, I mean, I'll let him finish because I'm looking at I see the.
Oh, okay, I was basing, if I'm mistaken, then no, I apologize. I was basing it based on what my client was. So I'll withdraw that part.
All right, so what I can tell you is he has been on probation for evading arrest, detention with a vehicle for 6 months, deferred adjudication. A motion to revoke was filed. It was withdrawn and the case was dismissed. He was on probation for DWI in 2002. Probation was revoked and he was sentenced to 4 months in jail. He was sentenced to 6 months in jail for assault bodily injury in 2003. And also in 2003, 6 months in jail for interference with emergency telephone call. 2004, he was placed on DWI second probation for 2 years. His probation was revoked and he was sentenced to 6 months and 20 days in jail. 2004, he had a criminal mischief, $500 to $1,500. He was given 2 years probation. A motion to revoke was filed. The motion was granted. He was sentenced to 6 months and 20 years. 2024, he was charged with escape. He was given 2 years probation. A motion to revoke was filed. Motion was revoked. He was sentenced to 6 months and 20 days in jail. 2006, he was sentenced for assault bodily injury marriage to 4 months and 20 days in jail. 2008, assault bodily injury. The offense was reduced and he was sentenced to 60 days in jail. 2009, violation bond or protective order. He was placed on probation and MTR was filed. Probation was revoked. He was sentenced to 7 months and 20 days. 2010, violation bond protective order, 56 days jail. 2014, assault bodily injury. That was a felony. It was reduced to misdemeanor. He was sentenced to 1 year in jail. 2017, assault bodily injury family household, 5 months jail. 2019, criminal mischief, $750 to $2,500. He was placed on probation for 1 year. A motion to revoke was filed. Probation was revoked. He was sentenced to 90 days in jail. 2023, criminal mischief, $750 to $2,500. He was sentenced to 10 days in jail. 2024, terroristic threat causing fear, 80 days in jail. 2005, evading arrest, detention with a vehicle, 12 months state jail. 2010, possession less than a gram. He was given 2 years probation. The probation was revoked. He was sentenced to 9 months in the state jail facility. 2012, assault family second. He was given 5 years deferred adjudication. Probation was revoked. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison. 2014, possession, 1 to 4 grams. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison. And now we are here. All right. Anything you wish to say about your client's behalf?
Other than what I said previously, no.
All right. And state, you had something you wanted to say?
I did, Your Honor, but it's already.
All right. Anything you wish to say, Mr. Pardo?
I am terribly sorry.
You want to raise your right hand for me? Do you
Yes.
solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joshua Javier Pardo.
All right, you stated there's something you wish to say?
I'm terribly sorry for my behavior. I was on a reckless path. I didn't know. I also suffer from bipolar 1 disorder and PTSD. I wasn't on medication at the time. I have been trying to better my life for quite some time. My family is here in support of me. They have been very patient with me as well as I have tried to.
All right, I still don't understand why you went to the Dollar Tree and threatened the employees and start breaking items.
Yes, ma'am. I went. I didn't have my glasses at the time. I tripped over something and I thought I heard her chuckle, and I lost my. Subsided and took over. I knocked over a stand. I believe probably $13 of damage. I was able to apologize to the cash register woman, and she had told me that I wasn't allowed back at the store. I am on GPS monitor. I have been obeying everything.
Now, what it says in the stipulations, I'm not the one who accepted this plea, but what it says in the stipulation is that victim said suspect was verbally aggressive with them and that suspect verbally demanded money for an alleged recall of items from employees, victim 1 and victim 2 at the incident location. Suspect then started breaking items inside the store that were valued at approximately $13. Once he realized that he was not going to receive any money from the business. So there's nothing about you tripping over an item. It says that you went to the Dollar General, you wanted refund. They told you they were not giving you a refund. And then you proceeded to destroy items. And then you told them that you would shoot up the incident with the gun. So that's what you stipulated to.
I did say, Your Honor, that's why they did. That's why people ended up getting shot. But I did not threaten to shoot up the store. I have no way of getting a gun, and I'm not that type of individual to open fire or anything.
All right. The court is going to deny your application. The court is going to find you guilty. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. Defense? The agreement is cap of 6. Do you want to speak to the cap?
I think based on the facts of this case, we've asked the court to assess 2-year punishment. Judge?
All right, the court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, and the court will give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yeah.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. I'll recommend the therapeutic community for you. It doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but it can help you perhaps with your mental health issues, any anger issues, or any drug issues that you have. You understand? I want you to know that I listened to everything that your attorney said. I reviewed the stipulations, even though I'm not the one who took the plea bargain agreement. And I reviewed the TAP evaluation, and I reviewed your PSI report. All right? So you're going to have to start improving your life. You understand? All right, good luck to you. All right, and for the state,
Jason Gearhan, you're outside of mine.
for the defense? Defense?
On the record, your name. Oh, Bob Hicks.
And are you Amanda Drummond?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, according to the TAP evaluation and the Tacoma evaluation, she has had a a pretty rough life, part of which is occasioned by her drug problems.
Mhm.
And part of which is, the fact that her family has basically disowned her.
All right.
She
And
does
I'm
have
sorry,
a-
just one moment. And state you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you may continue.
She has a friend who is pretty much her sole support.
Mhm.
And she, as it says in the TAP evaluation, is very high. She wants treatment. She knows she's not going to be able to kick this stuff on her own, especially given what she was using, which was heroin daily, meth daily, and a phenomenal amount of alcohol daily. And the materials provided indicate that she is recommended for treatment and she's eager to take that treatment.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record. All right, make sure you keep your voice up so that the court reporter can hear. All right. So do you have any children?
I do, but they're all grown.
Okay. All right. You're not going to be released today because what I'm going to order is, Miss Abrams, I'm unaware. I don't know if felony drug court has started openings or no. All right. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. Because one, the reason why I ordered the TAP evaluation is I want you to be successful in this probation. And I see that there are some drug issues that are happening. So we want to make sure that you have all the tools you need to be successful. In this courtroom, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you ever feel as though you want to use or life is just hitting you and knocking you down, you can pick up the phone and call your probation officer and tell them, hey, I think I'm going to use. This is what's happening in my life. They're not going to send me a violation report saying revoke her. All violation reports come to me. And sometimes I will have compliance hearings where I have people come in to say, hey, what's going on? So I can hopefully get you back on track. And of course, there are some things that I can't get you back on track. If somebody picks up maybe a violent offense, I keep an open mind about everything. But for that, maybe I'm just going to sign a motion and say, hey, motion to revoke. But if there's an issue with your drug use, which is what we're trying to address, you got to do your part and we'll do our part. Okay. So what I'm going to do, Miss Abrams, in this case, I'm going to place her on probation, 6 years deferred adjudication. Here's the thing about that 6 years deferred adjudication. If you complete everything early and you're doing great, the probation will send me a notice saying, hey, can you let her off probation early? She's got everything under control. She's doing great. And if that's the case, then I'll probably let you off early. You understand? So even though I'm saying 6 years deferred adjudication, whether you're on for 6 years or not is completely in your control. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. That means you have to report. And usually it's once a month. All right. If you need to report more than that because you're trying to stay on track with your sobriety, just let probation know. They'll make adjustments. Okay. There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. So you can get a job, but not as a babysitter, or you can't babysit. You can't work as a home health care provider. Okay. There's going to be regular random UAs. And the UAs is where they test you for drug use. Okay. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Now, felony drug court is a great program. They're not going to be available to even consider accepting you till the beginning of February because of funding. I always tell everybody, talk to your legislature about getting them funding. So, Ms. Abrams, we're going to do a referral to felony drug court. And then I'm going to follow the recommendations of TAP evaluation. I want felony drug court first because they'll be able to address the drug issues plus the mental health issues. But we can also do a referral to or F, which is what they're recommending. If for some reason she's not accepted into that and she can't get into felony drug court, we'll bring her back and we'll consider another placement for you, okay? I just don't want you out in the world with not any support. I'm going to want 120 sober meetings and 120 days upon release. And let me just see if there was anything else that was asked in your plea bargain agreement. All right, probation, is there any, there's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. Do you have any grandchildren?
I have one.
And what's their age?
She's 2.
All right. And are you in contact with your family?
I have contact with them.
All right. So let me just tell you, sometimes people want people to babysit. You're not in the condition yet to be babysitting, right? But what I will do is I'll deduct 100 hours of your community service restitution. And I'm going to order that you complete parenting classes. That's to help you when you are clean and sober and you want to be around your grandchildren. How far did you go in school?
10th grade.
All right. And then I'll do another 100 hours if you obtain your GED or some sort of trade school certificate. So I believe that community service hours, sometimes helping the community, is you getting your GED, you getting good, stable employment. So you need to complete your parenting classes. I'll deduct 100 hours off of that. And probation, if she obtains her GED or trade school, that'll be another 100 hours. If you don't want to obtain your GED or in some sort of trade school, then you're going to have to do 100 hours of community service. And sometimes that means picking up trash off the highways and byways. You understand? Yes.
I've been to a trade school. I have my CDL.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've already been to trade school before.
All right. Well, I tell you what, if your license is in order and you present that to probation, then I will deduct 100 hours of community service restitution.
Okay.
All right. Probation, is there anything else? I'm sorry, what? Yes. And MIC supervision. And that's a specialized caseload so they can address any issues you have. Anything else, probation? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No,
I'm sorry, Judge.
Yes.
I apologize. Mr. Hicks mentioned that she lived in Karnes County.
Ah,
She lives in Karnes County. However, she understands that she's going to need to live here until.
all right. So are you okay with living in Bear County? All right. So she's okay with living in Bear County. All right. So counsel, I need your client to sign. Thank you.
That
All right.
explains why I didn't sign any of those before. Actually, I did. I
Oh.
have one.
All right. Did you review the document with your attorney? It's called Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. It's this document
Yes.
that you just signed.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review that with him?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. In this court, as I said before, communication is key. If there is an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel that they're not addressing it, if the courthouse is open, I'll be here. You can come in and address it with me, okay? All right, if you need anything, let us know, all right? You're welcome. Probation is going to go over conditions with you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr. Hicks.